Hey people, welcome to another video. Now, a few weeks ago I did a video on the Dodge Viper and why I hated that car. Today I thought for my first video with my new wheel I'd try making something on a subject that I loved and means a lot to me. So yeah, come and join me for a quick 30 lap race around Atlanta Motor Speedway in a Nascar. So this is NASCAR 2003, and I'm starting out in 30th. That was the best I could get in qualifying. With this game, and it seems with every racing game I play, I suck at qualifying. I'm usually a lot better in the race, but I just can't seem to get that one hot lap down. I always manage to bottle it. So let's see where I can finish up, maybe do this car some justice, hopefully get a win.
Get ready now.
Okay, so let's get this race started. The only thing this start is missing is those immortal words by DW, but that would be going to be difficult for Daryl to say that because he's in the race. Okay, so as we head down into turn 1 and get a dive down the inside, hopefully make a few positions going into the first turn. Get a little bit tangled up there with the 27. It sends me a little bit higher than I'd like, but we make the first turn. Duck in behind the 24 now. Get a good run, send it 3 wide. Get through, and I almost hit Terry Labonte in the butt, but I managed to stop in time. Okay, made a few places up. Inside of the 5 now. Can I make a run on Terry? Yes, I do. Excellent. But I run too deep. I'm going to push him high, but keep your foot in, as they say, right? Now, this car doesn't seem to want to run the bottom line. It kind of, how would I put it? It wants to run the top of the bottom groove and the bottom of the middle groove, I think. Okay, here we go, down the inside of the 94. Can I get the 30 going into turn 1? Yeah, no, better stay in behind, and again, there it goes, it pushes up as we're all going in 3 wide. There's Daryl. I'm going to duck in behind him and try and get down the inside of Carl Petty. Dive down the inside of DW. Now, just swerving Irving up in front of me now. I'm making good progress so far, I must admit. This wheel feels really good in this game, but this sim it's made me have a little bit more patience. You know, I have to be very, very patient. Don't make any stupid moves, don't try and push them out of the way or nudge them, because it just won't work. You have to be very gentle, very patient, don't do anything stupid. Okay, diving down the inside of Davey Ellison. Rusty Wallace there getting stuck up top. Down the inside of Ernie. Can I get the 25 going into turn 1 now? No, probably best not to. Damn, I just clipped the apron and that makes me lose momentum. And the 4 and the 2 managed to get back past me. So, okay, I'm just going to have to be patient again, stay behind the 4 car. Pushing up again, Can I get the 4 going into turn 1? Looking down the inside, excellent. Just going to get 3 wide, but you know, as long as I can stay near the bottom, we should be okay. Here we go. Get a nice run on the 25. Should be able to have him down into turn 1. Yes, excellent. Now this put me into the top 10. Not bad from the 30th place start. I have found that passing around the outside, if you're much quicker than everybody else, it's possible, but not with the faster cars at the front of the pack, because you know, for every 1 I take around the outside, another 2 will pass me down the inside. It feels like I'm going somewhere, but in actual fact I'm not moving at all. Okay, so I get a good run on Alan Kowicki. Down the inside, he's hanging on. But yeah, I've got him. Excellent. Now, just lining up the number 9, getting his draft. Think about sending it 3 wide with Brett Bodine and the 9, but I just have to back off that little bit to stop me from pushing up into him. Okay, I can't seem to get the move done straight away. So down the back stretch, keep it down the inside, keep it low, and I'm past. Excellent. Get a run on the 15, just nudge him a little bit, trying to get him past Sterling so I can then get past him. Sterling Marlin was he was my favourite driver as a kid. I don't really know why. I think I just found his name very strange, and that kind of stuck with me. Okay, as I dive down the inside, 3 wide. Okay, not bad. Going well so far. So I've just got the 97 and the 6 of Mark Martin to pass. I'm going to take it 3 wide, but then I'm having to desperately fight with the car to keep it low. But I'll make it stick up into 2nd. Okay, here we go. Just the late great Dale Earnhardt to go. Now, yeah, this may be a very, very unpopular opinion. As I look down the inside of Dale, but I was never a big fan of Dale Earnhardt. He always seemed to come across as a bit of a bully, a bit too arrogant for me, and yeah, I just didn't like it. Okay, down the inside, he's really not giving up though, which is, you know, it's understandable, and I just run him a little bit wide, and that allows the Bud car to come down his inside. He's stuck up on the high groove, and yeah, it looks like Mark Martin's got him as well. So that little move by me to take 1st place has put him all the way down in 4th. Sorry, Dale. So, up into 1st place. Not a bad run from 30th to 1st. Especially it was only a few laps. I had this on 100% difficulty. maybe I need to bump it up a little bit more. But this, it just goes to show what I said earlier about how in qualifying I absolutely suck, but I'm a lot faster in a race. Now for me, this is the best NASCAR that was ever made. This is the Buick Regal from 1991, the number 8 Snickers car. Now, when I was a kid, to give you a little backstory in this, I would save up all my pocket money, and me and my dad would go into the capital, London, and we would go to a model car shop, and we would easily spend, £100 on model cars. Back then that was a lot of money. And for me it was NASCARs. I love NASCARs. I'm still a big fan of NASCARs, more so of the classic stuff than the modern stuff. And I don't really know why this one in particular is the best looking one for me. It just is, don't get me wrong, there's some very, very nice looking cars from this area. Obviously Kyle Petty's 42 Mellow Yellow, and then Rusty Wallace in the Miller Genuine Draft car. For some strange reason I find Brett Bodine in the Quaker State car great, and Harry Gant in the Green Skull Bandit car. Sterling Marlin in the 22 Maxwell House car, and then when he moved to the number 4 Kodak Chevrolet, who in this race is driven by Ernie Irving. And of course Ernie's later drive the 28 Havoline Texaco, here driven by the great Davey Allison. They were all very, very nice looking cars. Some serious classics there, but for me it was always the number 8 that was always the best looking. Now, whether it was because it was one of the first model kits that I brought, and that's why I like it, the nostalgia in that, or whether it's just because I like Snickers, I don't know, and I don't really care. It's just, for me, this is the best NASCAR of all time, no matter what people say, and it has to be this one. It has to be from the 1991. Now a little bit about the game. NASCAR 2003 is probably one of the best NASCAR games ever made. The earliest NASCAR game I ever played with a wheel was NASCAR Sim Racing. That's what it was called in the UK, and I pretty much played that one constantly. There wasn't a day that goes by that I didn't. People say, and it has to be this one. It has to be from the 1991. None of the retro schemes they do in NASCAR sometimes. It has to be this one. Now a little bit about the game. NASCAR 2003 is probably one of the best NASCAR games ever made. The earliest NASCAR game I ever played with a wheel was NASCAR Sim Racing. That's what it's called in the UK, and I pretty much played that one constantly. There wasn't a day that goes by that I didn't do a race or two on that. And in the career mode, I think I did 7 consecutive championships. I just absolutely loved it. I was just constantly driving on it. And I didn't really know about NASCAR 2003 till probably about a year and a half ago. Seeing videos online on YouTube and that, and I tried it out back then, saw that I could get like a 90s mod, but I could never figure out how to get it to work, and so I gave up, you know. There were other sims to play, but I thought, you know, new year, new wheel, let's give it another shot. And I finally managed to get my simple brain around the mod system, and I got it to work, you know. And it's brought back a lot of really nice memories for me of watching this and of collecting the models. It's a great game, it really is. It feels fantastic, the AI is great, and there's tons of mods out for it. I've got one from the 1960s cars, I've got 70s cars, this mod is I think late 80s and 90s cars, but then I went and got a 1991 car set for this particular set of cars. It's just great, you know, even after all these years, it's still a really, really good sim. Now, NASCAR used to be a big thing for me when I was a kid. I used to love watching it when I got the chance to. You know, as you get a bit older, other things come up, and I kind of drifted away from it. Until one day, strangely, I came across a NASCAR book in a bookshop, and it kind of reignited my interest in it. And after spending hundreds of pounds on NASCAR books, you know, autobiographies and behind the scenes and the history of things, my bookshelf is absolutely covered in NASCAR books, and they range from like the classic from the start to through the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way up to about, I would say, the early part of the 2000s. I think after that, the names that I remembered watching as a child and the models that I collected, they were kind of retiring, and I don't know, I kind of lost a bit of interest in it. Certainly in the more modern stuff, and you know, nowadays I just think it's, I don't know, personally I think it's just gotten a little bit silly with the playoff system and stage racing, and you know, I don't think we should be throwing yellow flags just to bunch the pack up. It should be, the championship should be won by the fastest person, not who happened to win that one race that one day, you know. And you should race, you know, only throw yellow flags when there is actually a genuine need for yellow flags. If one car is dominating a championship, then that's on the other teams to catch up. Don't penalise that one team for doing well. That's just crazy. But again, these are just my personal opinions. I'm sure there are people out there that absolutely love it. I mean, from reading the books and that, Big Bill France would always say that NASCAR's always about the show. Well, yeah. For me, it was about the racing, not about the show. I don't, again, personal opinion, I don't agree with it. But, you know, if you do, that's all well and good. Okay, so I don't really understand this, and hopefully, you know, somebody can explain this to me. It's the corner numbers. Why on an oval is there 4 corners when in fact there are only 2? I don't understand this. I mean, this isn't turn 1 and then turn 2. This is still one turn for me. And then after the back straight, this is turn 3, turn 2, sorry, and staying at turn 2, but everybody calls this turn 4. Now, in this sort of shape of Atlanta here, this sort of D-oval, if you like, you could argue that, I would argue that it does have 4 turns, but I would use this front curve, this front 2 kinks, as turn 3 and 4. I don't understand. So if somebody can explain the logic behind this, leave it in the comments. And because I'm lost. Okay, so there you go. Quick 30-lap race. Managed to put this beast on in victory lane, and yeah, had a ton of fun racing this car around Atlanta, one of the best racetracks for me. It's a brilliant sim. Strongly suggest you go out, get it, and get it working. You'll have some awesome races with it. So if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Leave me a comment, just say hi. You know, if you have any memories of old NASCARs, or if you think something that maybe I could do better, or something that I'm not doing very well, leave me a comment. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.